Hi, I'm Gwen with CORR Travel, and this solo trip is London.
Looking on how to get the best of London on your 4-day trip? From my latest revisit to London in almost 30 years, I'll take you through how to do London's top must-dos and more in just 4 days. If you're planning your first or overdue revisit, solo or not, this self-guided London itinerary will help you make the most of your 4-day stay in London, even if you're on a budget. So without further ado,
Let's go explore London.
for this itinerary, I recommend London in the shoulder season, arriving the night before to rest up for 4 full days and staying in central London. I can also recommend where I stayed, the Luna and Simone Hotel, a great budget-friendly option with all you'll need in quiet Pimlico on the border of Westminster. Ideal for access to Victoria Station, the Pimlico Tube, and walkability to London top sites without the Westminster price. After enjoying your hotel's classic English breakfast, day 1 in London starts by walking to Westminster Abbey. Together with St. Margaret's Church and the Houses of Parliament, it's one of London's 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Book the earliest entry time you can, crowds build quickly. And with your pre-purchase ticket, you can head straight in to explore Poets' Corner, the Coronation Chair, the Lady Chapel, the Royal Tombs, and the Cloisters using the free audio guide. Plan for at least 90 minutes here. It's worth taking your time in. And from there, enjoy a stroll through Parliament Square as you make your way to St. James Park, followed by the Churchill War Rooms, another must-see that you'll want to book well in advance. Even with the timed entry ticket, you can expect a small wait, but the Underground War Rooms and Churchill Museum are absolutely worth it. Afterward, it's time for lunch just around the corner at St. Stephen's Tavern, a traditional pub right by Parliament. There could be a wait, but going solo, I was seated in minutes. Their fish and chips with a pint of ale made for the perfect midday break. After a quick rest back at the hotel, it's a short walk out to Buckingham Palace to enjoy some picture taking. Then stroll the mall, enjoy the views of St. James Park, making your way to Trafalgar Square. Mine was a planned solo trip, but I was able to periodically connect with a friend passing through London. Our first connect starting with a dinner at Bill's in Soho, sharing a mix of dishes and enjoying some wine together before taking the tube back to Pimlico. If you want to explore more of London's nightlife, Soho and nearby Piccadilly Circus have something for everyone, from street performers to cozy pubs and lively bars. After another lovely hotel breakfast, day 2 starts with a scenic walk along the Thames. From the Pimlico area, you'll pass the Tate Britain and Victoria Tower Gardens. Crossing Lambeth Bridge, you'll be on the Jubilee Walkway to get amazing views of Parliament and Big Ben. See the London Eye and enjoy the lively South Bank. Around noon, walk across Jubilee Bridge and find a pub for another classic pub lunch. Or wait until you get to Covent Garden District for an afternoon of exploring Covent Garden Market, where you can dine in and around the main market building. Time this on a Sunday, and you can also check out Apple Market's handmade crafts and the unique arts and jewelry at the Jubilee Market. Enjoy plenty of time here, but I recommend ending up at the historic Gordon's Wine Bar in the early evening. First come, first serve, you'll want to ensure a spot for the outdoor Watergate Walk patio for a leisurely stay of enjoying eats and wine. And walk it off in the evening with a slow walk from Embankment, across Jubilee Bridge and along the South Bank, taking in London's illuminated bridges, landmarks, and the London Eye, a perfect tube-free way to wrap up your Sunday. Day 3 begins with a walk to Westminster Pier for a classic London experience, a Thames River cruise. Arrive a little early with your prepaid ticket so you don't miss a late morning departure. I recommend 10 a.m. to enjoy a ride that takes you right through the heart of the city's classic sites, like St. Paul's Cathedral, the Tate Modern, the Shard, and under the iconic Tower Bridge. It's a much more scenic way to travel a long distance in London than taking the tube. Docking by 11 a.m., you'll have time to walk Tower Bridge for photos before entering the big attraction of the day, the Tower of London, and London's other UNESCO World Heritage Site, just minutes away. With your prepaid ticket and audio guide, you can explore the battlements, White Tower, see the Ravens, Crown Jewels, and more. I recommend spending at least 2 hours here. The Beefeaters tour also looked entertaining, so consider that an option for your visit. And afterward, the on-site cafe is a prime place to grab a quick lunch. From there, a short stroll brings you to St. Paul's Cathedral for some photos before heading across the Millennium Bridge toward the Tate Modern. This is where I hooked up with my friend again to enjoy an hour or so of free art before it closed. You can't beat it. You're also still conveniently located for another nice walk along the South Bank for more gorgeous river views, soaking up the riverside atmosphere, and finding an outdoor space to eat, like at the Anchor Bankside, a historic pub near Shakespeare's Globe, and recognizable from the final scene of the 1996 movie Mission Impossible. It's a wonderful spot for an easy, unhurried dinner and drinks on the outdoor patio. Sticky toffee pudding highly encouraged. There's no agenda for the rest of the night, but plan to turn in early because your last day in London is going to be a long one. Starting with the Sky Garden. If you're staying in Pimlico, leave early to catch the district line toward Monument Station. And if it's a workday, give yourself a little extra time during rush hour. From Monument, it's a short walk to the Sky Garden, where you'll want to be there at least 15 minutes before 10 a.m. opening time, whether you have a ticket in hand or trying to get the chance to score a walk-in ticket, like I did. You'll ride up to the 35th floor for one of the best free views in London. Visiting at opening time means fewer crowds and plenty of space to take in sweeping views of the city, a must-do on any London itinerary. After soaking in the skyline, head toward Blackfriars and ride the tube to Embankment, and from there enjoy a leisurely walk to Trafalgar Square for some brief time to enjoy the fountains, buskers, and lively scene before heading into the National Gallery around noon. It's completely free, and while you can spend an entire day there, focusing on the Impressionists makes for a rewarding short visit. Around 1 p.m., it's a good time to find lunch. Again, hooking up with my friend outside, we walked to nearby colorful Chinatown, which made for a great spot for grabbing some dim sum. Afterward, hop back on the tube at Embankment for a quick ride to Pimlico. But before your hotel, however, it's worth taking a small 1-hour detour into the Tate Britain. Also free, it offers a wonderfully curated mix of British art, including an excellent Turner collection. After a quick change and packing at the hotel, you're back out for your final night in London. Start with an early dinner in Seven Dials area, followed by an evening show in the West End, a high-energy way to cap off your trip. And if you still have the energy, stay in the Seven Dials for a relaxed drink before catching the late-night tube back to Pimlico. And that's a wrap on 4 unforgettable days in London. From world-class museums to skyline views, historic landmarks and river cruises, to cozy pubs and West End shows, this itinerary gives you a taste of everything that makes London incredible. If you want to dive deeper, whether it's the best ways to tackle London's must-dos, or the must-know tips for planning your trip, like when to go, where to stay, how to get around, budget and safety tips, and more, you won't want to miss the next videos in this London series. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share to keep the travel itineraries, guides, and tips coming. Until next time, have an amazing trip to London.